Okay, hey, it's Mega here. So this is the second part of our new Michelin Supermoto tire videos. So if you watched the last video, I did a review on the old tires, the CST tires, and I didn't like them at all. So and now I got some new tires. So we're doing a video on new tires so I'll tell you now, the Supermoto setup for the Michelin, the Michelin Supermoto wheels use moped tires. So you're gonna have to look for tires for like a moped, something like a Honda Cub or something, or I don't know. I don't really know what mopeds they make nowadays. I think the Cub would probably be the closest one, I think, because the Cub has something that looks like bicycle tires. Anyway, I wound up getting these are Michelin Pilot Street tires. Hopefully they're better than the CST tires. So here they are. The rear is a 90/80/17, just like the stock size. I don't know if we'll look at the tire more closely in a bit. And the front tire is a 70/90/17. So okay, so I bought those tires at Santa Clara Cycles. I looked on the internet, and it's really hard to find tires these size. There's not a lot of bikes that have these kind of tires. But I did find out that Michelin sells the Pilot Streets, so that's why I went with the Michelin. There's an IRC tire. They sell the front tire, I think. I don't know if they sell a rear tire. It was really hard trying to find tires for this bike, for this setup. Honestly, I would just stick with the dirt tires, dirt wheels. The dirt tires are much easier to find in this because it's common dirt bike tire size. It's the same front tire that comes with the stock tire on this Kawasaki KLX 140. So it's a fairly common tire. These tires not so common. so I just found that out. So it's hard to find these tires in America, is what I'm gonna say. Maybe other countries won't be so hard. But yeah, so there's an IRC front tire I could find, and a Michelin Pilot Street. That's what these are. And then at Santa Clara Cycle, they went and looked up some other tires that might work, and they said Heidenau tires. Heidenau makes like dirt bike tires and adventure bike tires. They're getting really popular. Supposedly they last a long time, a long time, from what I heard about I think it's Heidenau K60 or something. But anyway, they said like you can get Heidenau tires. They sell like weird tire sizes too. So I may look into those next time when we're done with these guys. But I think hopefully I'll like these. So I got these for $35 for the front and $44 for the rear. And then I did buy an extra tube. It was like $12, and it wound up being like total with like tax and everything about $100, so $102.61. And they installed them for free. So that's one of the reasons I did the Santa Clara Cycles. So I'm gonna do a little plug for them. Here's a picture of Santa Clara Cycles right here. Okay, and yeah, so at Santa Clara Cycles, if you buy the tires from them, they will install them on the wheels for free. So I figure like, hey, why, I know I got all the tire install stuff over there and all, but why get myself all sweaty and dirty installing some tires? So I didn't get the experience of installing the tires on these rims. So maybe in the future video we'll have that. So it looks like it wouldn't be that hard. They don't look like they're that hard to install. It looks like it's about as hard to. Well, I don't think you could use bicycle tire irons. They're not. You can't even call them iron because they're not made out of iron. They're plastic. I think you would have to use like motorcycle equipment to take them off, but I don't think it would be very difficult, in my opinion. But like I said, I didn't get that chance. So yeah, so Santa Clara Cycles installed it for me, and they balanced it too. So you can see there's a weight here, a spoke weight, and this one has 2 spoke weights. So I think that's pretty good. They balance pretty well. The tires, at least, anyways. So I think. Also, I wanted to just say something about the wheels. The wheels look like they're all right. There's nothing bad or good I'm going to say about them. I put them through the ringer, and they're still all right. So. Also, they probably have equipment that will not scratch up these wheels like tire irons will, so they still look pretty in black. So if I did it, I would have scratched the shit out of them. I'm not gonna lie, probably. Yeah. So I got these for about $100. Hopefully they'll do the trick. So, all right. So let's go take a look at the tire a little more closely. We'll take a look at the rear right now. So this is the Michelin Pilot Street. So from what I heard. The Pilot Street, I think they have another one called Pilot Sport Street, but I was looking for the sportiest tires I could find, like the best grip, and I think these are like pretty much the only one that I could find besides that Hide and Owl, but we'll check that out later. So the rear is a 90/80/17 here, it says, on a 2.5-inch rim. Yeah, so this is called a Pilot Street. It's a tubeless wheel, so it's supposed to be on like a tubeless. Like I said, it's probably for a Honda Cub is what I'm thinking, a Super Cub or something. On tube rim, fit a tube. Okay, so it's made by Michelin. Here's a mold number. It says mold number 1, and oh, okay. There's front and rear markings. That's kind of weird. Yeah. So yeah, there's a forward marking here on the rear. Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, they called me about something about installing these tires. I'll talk about that in a second. So this is actually a front tire, but this is the rear wheel. So yeah, let's talk about it right now, I guess. So that's pretty much all the info I can get off the side of this. Canada and US codes only. So this is a Canadian and it's a North American tire. It has 2 polyester plies. It's DOT approved. There's some kind of tire number there. There's a little Michelin dude. And oh geez, these are made in Serbia. Okay, so I can tell you now, I looked at the other one. This one is made in Thailand. So I think it's kind of funny that they're made in different places, even though it's the same kind of tire. I kind of don't like that. I wish they were both made in the same place, you know. But whatever. I guess it should be fine. So yeah, this one is made in Serbia. Yeah. Okay, so that's the rear tire. So this is actually a front tire for another bike, for whatever bike, you know. So what they said they had to do is they had to install it backwards. Oh boy, I hope they remember which way it was. So let's see if they did it right. Yeah, they did do it right. Okay. So this would go on the bike like this. And it should be spinning the opposite direction. Okay, good. Yeah, they installed it right. So yeah. So for Michelin Pilot Sport or Pilot Street tire, you're going to need to flip the tire. Install it backwards is what you need to do. Because see, this is front. But this one is different. This one has a front and a rear. See, front, rear. This one does not. That's kind of odd. So like I said, this one is made in Serbia. That could be why. I don't know. So there's a little tire rotation here. Symbol right there. I don't think there's a heavy spot indicator. Nope, there is not. Or where you're supposed to put the valve stem. A little dot like the CST tires. Yeah, so that's the rear tire. So for this one, the rear tire, we have to install it backwards. It's a good thing they kind of knew which way. I don't, because some bikes have it. Some bikes see this one has a sprocket on the left. This one has a sprocket on the right. So it's a good thing they install it the right way. I was hoping, like, how are they going to know which one's the right side to put it? Because some bikes have a different direction, you know. But they did it right. It's going to be like this, and it's going to spin the opposite direction. So, yeah. So, However, this one has the markings, so we'll go take a look at this one. This is the front tire, the 70-90-17 right here. This one has some different markings. MC438 is a Pilot Street tire. It's tubeless, and this is no tube type. Fit a tube. Michelin here again. There's a little Michelin logo right here again. This looks like a little serial number. This is 2012. It's 2019 right now. So I think these tires are kind of old, but they look good still. It's got a little Michelin man here. It looks like a good tire. It looks like a legit tire. So here you got a front and a rear marking. So hopefully they installed it right. Let me see. Oh no! Oh no, they didn't. They installed it the wrong way. Oh shit! They did. They installed it the wrong way. The rear is facing the wrong way. They didn't install it right. Dadgummit! Alright, so I guess Hayes Omega will have to take this tire out and flip it. Hopefully we can mark everything. We'll mark the tire before. So unfortunately Hayes Omega is gonna have to reinstall this tire. They got the rear one right, but they didn't get the front one right. They could have just followed. What I'm thinking is they followed the direction of the old tire, you know? Yeah, they installed them wrong. Damn it. Alright. So you can see here. Yeah, so, I mean, how are you going to mess that up? So there's an arrow here, and the arrow is going counterclockwise. And then, yeah, the arrow's going counterclockwise. So you need, and this is the front tire. This is the front tire, so the arrow should be going this way, not this way. So they installed this one backwards. Dang it. Crap. So I can either take it back or I can try to do it myself. I think I'll just take it back. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so let's go kind of look at the tire again. So yeah, this one is made in Thailand. So the other one was made in Serbia. I think that's kind of odd. Yeah, so this is a tubeless tire. Yeah, so there it is. That's all the goodies. This is a two polyester ply tire also. So, and you can kind of look at the sides of the tires and you can compare it to the old CST tires. They look like what do they look like? They don't look like any of my other tires. It should be fine though. So yeah, there you go. So that is a kind of overview of the Michelin Pilot Street tires. I'm hoping they grip better than these other tires. We'll do all that riding that we did with the other tires with these, and then I'll let you know how it was. That's kind of like my initial overview of the Michelin Pilot Street tires. I bought these tires because I didn't like the stock tires. The stock tires were no good. Hopefully these ones are better. And it's hard to find tires for these rims, I found out, and you got to do some goofy installation. Yeah, so hopefully these ones turn out okay. So that's the initial video, initial overview of the Michelin Pilot Street tires. They look good. Looks like a nice sporty tire. Hopefully it's grippier than the CST tires. Yeah, I was not happy with those. They look like they could be, I think they're a dual compound tire. So what a dual compound tire is, like, there's the center is harder and then the edges are softer. So when you lean it over, it grips better because you're not always leaning the bike over, and then like it's got a harder center, so it lasts longer. Also, I also want to point out these are segmented molded, so you can see there's some mold lines here, right here, right here, right here. So these are supposedly segmented molding is better than the, I guess they call the other one clamshell. So this one is like a clamshell type. So you see how the molding marks go this way. Anyway, that's what I learned in my class, my automotive class. There's like a line down here too. It's got these weird mold lines on it, and then they've never come off. So that just tells you how hard the compound is on this. See, and then also, you can feel that there's a raised spot here, and there's a high spot, low spot, high spot, low spot. It's weird. Yeah, the rear you can feel them too. I guess the front is still, it's not as worn as the rear, but you can still feel it. It's like not even. Like there's high spots and low spots, high spots and low spots. It's very odd. That's why I said these are crap tires, man. I don't recommend them at all. So even though I'm gonna try to sell them to somebody, I don't recommend them at all. Yeah, these look like, but there's a mold line right here in the center, so it's kind of weird. They put it together, but I heard segmented molding is better than a clamshell mold. So from what my auto teacher told me, so that's another observation I've made comparing it to the CST tires. Alright, well it looks like we're going to have to take this one back to the shop, and they're going to have to flip it again. They're going to have to flip it because they installed it the wrong way. But I'll go put this one on. Alright, let's make it out. Okay, Hayes Meg here. It's the next day. We're going to go install these puppies. So I got the tire installed the right direction. I took it back to the shop. Yeah, they said they got like confused with like the arrows or something. It's understandable, but so here it says the rear, so yeah, it's harder to actually check if it's the right direction now, because it only tells you the direction on one side, but here it says front, and the front should be spinning this way, right, this way, and if we flip it over, it should be spinning the other way then, right, counterclockwise. Okay, good, because you can tell by the arrow here what direction the wheel spins. So the brake rotor's got to be on the left. So there you go. Alright, so we're all good. So I'm going to go ahead and install these tires, and then that'll be it. That'll be it for the video. So and then we'll actually go take them for a ride, and then we'll let you know how it is. But alright. So I'll just get a quick accelerated video of me installing it. I don't think it should be too difficult. Okay, I got the back one on there. It took 6 minutes. It took 6 minutes to get the rear wheel on there. For some reason, the chain is too tight now, so I'm gonna have to like loosen it a little bit. I don't know what it could be. Maybe I torqued it a little too much. Adjusting the chain tension is like, it's kind of goofy on the Suron. I don't know what it is. If you don't torque the nut the way you do every time, like how you torque the rear axle, it changes the torque of the chain slack. I don't know why. This is the only bike I know that does that. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. So I have to maybe retorque it again or something. But I'll just readjust the chain. It's a little bit too tight, so maybe I'll try retorquing it. But anyway, that's the rear. Took 6 minutes to install, not too bad. I'm getting pretty good at it. All right. All right, there it is. I got the wheels on. So, so like I said, the rear took me about 6 minutes, and the front took me 10 minutes. The reason the front took longer is because I was, if you watched in the video, like I was fiddling around with the hub, sorta. I was trying to put that spacer in, put the little O-ring in the groove. It's a real pain in the ass to do that, to try to get the O-ring in there, especially on the side with the rotor, because you can't really stick your fingernail in there to help work it in there. Honestly, I would just ditch the O-rings. I don't think you really need them. Like, yeah, maybe they help seal it so some dirt can't get in, but I don't think much would get in even if you didn't have them in there. So if you want to make your wheel easier to install, just ditch those O-rings. I think it's perfectly fine because my dirt wheels didn't have them in there. So anyway, I got them on there. It took me about 20-ish minutes to get them on. I could probably do it faster. I just need more practice. So, I had to readjust the chain slack on the back too. So I made it a little looser this time. So all right, there it is. So ready to go. So we'll be taking these new Michelin Pilot Sports out for a ride in the near future, and then we'll let you know how they do. I'll probably take it on a long, kind of like an endurance ride, a range test, if you will. There they are. They look good. It's kind of weird. Yeah, it's like a big line going down the center. I don't think these are like the best tires you can get. I'm pretty sure there might be some grippier rubber out there, but they've got to be better than these tires. So we'll find that out when I test them out. So probably the first ride we'll do with these is we'll do a like I said, we're gonna do an endurance test, a range test for the seat too. I installed the seat cover, and we're gonna see if it helps keep you from getting monkey butt after a long ride, because the seat's not very good on the Sur-Ron. It's okay, but not really. So actually, let's go get it on the side stand. See what it looks like. Ta-da! There it is. That's what it looks like with the new rubber. Well, sitting on the side stand. Looks good. Alright, well hopefully these tires will be better than the other ones. So I should probably check the tire pressure on it. So alright, so when next we meet, we're gonna do a range test. It's kind of a range test, but for the seat, to see how comfortable my booty feels. So you can see I've done a host of other upgrades while the wheels were off. I have this fender extension on there now, so hopefully that works. Actually, it looks good. Yeah, that's about where I would think it's supposed to be. It should be like 2/3 from where the wheel is. So right here, I bet you if we put the X fender, the fender that goes back here, it will totally cover. It's full coverage. You will not get pelted by any mud or dirt or anything. It'll save you from all that. Because if you look at here, if you look here, it's about 2/3 of the wheel, almost. It's almost to the tip, but this looks like it'll work. This one ends like around here, so if anything, I would want it a little bit longer, but that's okay. If it was longer, it would be kind of floppy. So, and then I got the seat cover and a tugger strap, and I'm going to shoot a quick video on how to use that tugger strap in a bit. And then there's a couple other mods I want to do on this bike before we go. I'm going to change the clamp here, the handlebar clamp, to a taller one, and then I'm going to cut the bars down, and that should be it. So look forward. If you're interested in those videos, check them out. But I haven't shot them yet, so they're still sitting there. I'm specifically going to install this guy. Oh, I had to put the Supermoto slider in the front. Yeah, I forgot to do that. I got to put this guy in the front. I forgot. That does make it a little more of a pain in the ass to fix your tires on the road too, because there's something else sticking out of your axle. All right, so there it is. So yeah, this was just a video to kind of show off the tires. Look at the specs on them, look at the markings, check out how it looks like on the bike. It looks good. They look like they're ready to play. it says these are good wet weather traction tires too, so we won't be able to test that right now because it's summer, but when we do, I'll let you know. So yeah, so we'll have to scrub them in first, and I think this first ride we'll get them scrubbed in, and then and then I'll do a little initial review on how it was riding with them on just like regular city streets, and then we'll take it up in the mountains and we'll push it a little bit and see how good it is compared to those tires. I tell you, those tires, like, they let go on me a couple times on the mountain pass, and it's a little scary. They let go when you least expect them, type of thing. Not just super suddenly, but yeah, you'll notice you're not gripping so good. So all right, that's there it is on the bike. That's a Michelin Pilot Street moped tires on the back and the front. So if you remember correctly, we had to that was a front tire only, so we had to install that one backwards. So you can see the swooshes are going this way, and then these swooshes are going this way, going back. So this is a front and rear tire, so you could flip it on the depending on the direction that you wanted. And so I had it set up for front, and then this was a front tire, but we flipped it. We flipped it to go in the direction of the opposite way of the front tire because it's on the rear. So if you don't do that, the handling will be wrong. I heard that you'll have to like fight the tire or something. It makes the steering hard. That's what I had to do with this one also. I had to flip that rear tire because these are both front tires. All right, here's me out.